cities in, I think, in AFR and those news, there were a lot
Yes.
of news in 2017
Yes, yes, yes,
for the
yes, yes.
ghost
You know
cities and a
what?
lot of empty buildings.
Yeah. Well, you could make the same case for infrastructure in China as well. Now, what tends to happen with China is, and here's an example of that. It's almost a, I mean, it's a reality of two sides to that coin. And let me explain that. So, this notion of ghost Chinese cities really has been a story headline grabbers as ghost cities, right? Now, over the past few years, they have become bustling metropolises. Now, I wish I could show the maps on them, but you've only got to Google them, and you'll find that all these cities which were touted as ghost cities are now filled and bustling with apartment complexes with people in them ahead of time. Well, obviously, in a lot of the cases, ahead of time, and then the demand comes. So the demand is coming from ongoing urbanization rankings. So, but it's basically the largest property player, and the issue with that's come to the market is that it's highly indebted. It's got about $100 billion of direct debt, fixed interest debt, and various others, but it's got other liabilities to suppliers and employees and that type of thing that do add up to about $300 billion. It does so. Just to give you a bit of a background on what Evergrande's scale is, it's got 1,300 projects ongoing at the moment in the ground. It operates across 280 cities across China. So it's well and truly now it's a B-rated debt, so it's considered higher risk, higher yielding debt. And what happened was on Thursday last week, they had a coupon or interest payment due on one of the lines of debt to the order of $83.5 million. Now, they couldn't meet that payment, and that particular debt was issued in 2017 at the coupon rate of 8.25%. Now, that coupon rate is pretty sexy for the and attractive for the. What's going to happen with this fallout after this 30-day grace period that the lenders give to as part of the contractual agreement to Evergrande? So Evergrande's got to come up with some solution to make good on the payment in that period. Otherwise, if it doesn't pay its interest for that month, or accumulated interest, then it's going to be officially decreed defaulting, and that's going to be a potential problem. So that could spark debt restructuring. Now, what's debt restructuring? It's important to understand that. Now, the Chinese government the market is saying there's a lot of rumors going around, but the market is. I actually think that it's not going to be the company is not allowed to. It's not going. The Chinese. It's not going to be appetizing for China to just do nothing. It's going to facilitate a debt restructure. So what will happen is a lot of the investors in this Evergrande debt are obviously Chinese, but as much as Chinese, there are overseas investors as well. What they will do is they'll say, "Look, guys, you're going to have to either take a haircut on what they call a haircut. It's not worth 100 cents in a dollar. So if you've got $100 billion, outlay to this balance sheet, you're going to have to take a haircut of 50% because it just doesn't justify that level of leverage in the balance sheet. And you either convert it to have some agreement on converting it to equity, or just take a haircut on the debt. Now that's obviously a significant loss for investors in of hybrid or fixed interest, because capital preservation is numero uno for them. What the government is